For some truly unclear reasons, the Nigerian military junta led by Olusegun Obasanjo in 1978 felt that the few universities available then were not able to pick their own students, or perhaps they felt that students who could transport themselves to distant universities in the 1960s to seek admission could no longer transport themselves to closer universities in 1978. So, after morning push ups and military drills with nobody to shoot and exercise their military energy on, they decided to go on a fun exercise and set up the jump. It's worthy to note that the board has never jointly matriculated anybody after 45 years, but has succeeded in jointly doing other things such as scattering and rearranging people's destiny. People like me, Duke. So, this is my story. The first thing I did, which proved to be costly, was to underestimate JAMB. It's typically what every above average intelligent student does. I was like, what's the fuss about? Why are some people taking JAMB too serious? It's just 4 subjects, OBJ for that matter. Just take the correct answer. Simple. You don't even need to get 100%, just an 80, and then you score 320. That was what I thought. That's what most of my friends thought. We didn't know that Nigeria had other plans for us, so we decided to neglect the lesson centers. We never paid attention to past question papers. We just studied like normal exam and went to write JAMB. On the D-Day, I arrived one after before the exam. I met a crowd of students surrounding the UNN library. First of all, gossips were going around that if you did not reprint your JAMB slip, you won't write the exam. I went and I reprinted. Then again, it came that the reprint was meant to be colored. Yeah, I had to reprint again. Then it clocked 10 o'clock a.m., the time the exam was supposed to start. But let me remind you, from my secondary school, which was CIC in Suka, 10 o'clock a.m. is 10 o'clock a.m. So I was expecting the same thing. I had already programmed myself that I'll finish the exam before 12 noon and then head back home. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 o'clock came and we are still loitering around the premises. Occasionally, one person will come and address us. Sometimes it will be the gate man, sometimes a UNN staff, or sometimes a student, even a fellow Jambite. All of them who had no idea of what was going on. We didn't know because we thought all of them were JAMB officials. Nah, had you. About 1 p.m., one of them came and told us that they were setting up the computers since we were the first set to write JAMB computer-based exam. For about 2 hours, they were still setting up the computers. I had to unbutton my already dirty and sweating shirt. I forgot to tell you, the time that they earlier came to address us, they always made us make lines and then get numbers on each occasion. So as not to lose your line to anybody, you have to maintain the struggle and the fight. At 3 p.m., they were all set, and by that time, we had all eaten all type of junks just to keep body and soul together. Then they made us make fresh lines and ushered us into the exam hall. When it got to my turn, I saw the questions. I was busy trying to answer the questions in one subject and then never took the light. There was another phase of problem for me. They switched to diesel power generator. When it came up, I found out that my time was remaining less than 30 minutes. I started clicking as fast as I could. Still, the computer beat me to the game. It was then I finally remembered to pray. I prayed fervently. As I was trekking home like a dejected soul around 6 p.m., I wondered whether if I had attended all those lessons, the Divine Mercy prayers, Father Mbaka and Okunerere's adoration that my mates were attending then, my story would have been different. I was wondering if it was the typical pride goes before fall tale. I joined myself in guilt. Maybe God is punishing me for pride, like it was done to Nebuchadnezzar. I muttered a word of prayer, saying the act of contrition as I entered our compound. To be continued. See you next time. Thank you.